Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can now take your seats, I'm going to hand the stage over to Sunita Harani and Farida Gibbs from the Council of Supplier Diversity UK. Welcome.
I can't even reach, I don't think. Can you hear me still? Yes. Okay. So, welcome. Firstly, I just want to say a huge thank you to GSA and Kerry and Abby and the team, everyone at the Festival of Sourcing for inviting the Council for Supplier Diversity UK and share our platform to share a vision, enable this rich networking opportunity, showcase and share some of our experiences, and most importantly, I think allow open, inclusive thinking for open and inclusive sourcing. So just a very quick, swift backward glance, and I recall 4 individuals, all on different journeys, via varying paths, but all with one thing in common: a mammoth, deep-rooted passion for levelling up inclusive sourcing opportunities, creating supplier diversity. So 4 founding members, Kerry, myself, Farida and Sarah Ahmed, came together very quickly to the conclusion that along with us were likely many individuals, and many of those that I've spoken in the room today, that many individuals with the equal level of passion and determination to really diversify supplier opportunities. So we came together. We reached out to some people who we knew were at either similar crossroads, had similar levels of passions to change up procurement and sourcing. We set off to enable a corporate world to understand, develop, access and measure, monitor and then some on supplier diversity. We have a strong membership with a firm focus on 4 areas, one of which is kicking it off. So how do we initiate the process of diversifying our supply chains, our supply bases? We are looking at tools and technology, so what is accessible to us in order for us to measure, monitor and manage how we look at gap analysis, how we look to improve diversification through suppliers. And the third one is collaboration. We have some very good, strong collaboration with some amazing supplier diversity champion organisations. And we have one last piece to the 4 areas of focus, which is evolution. And that will look at the trending, what happens next, what will we look at to enable other corporates to really push the boundaries with diversification of their procurement processes, of their supply chains. So we have a strong membership, we have firm focus on 4 areas to help corporates overcome obstacles and help suppliers to overcome reaching for those corporate opportunities. But this would not be possible, like I said, without collaborating with the wonderful supplier diversity champions, such as Out Britain, Matt's here, We Connect, MSD UK, Veteran Owned UK, Disability Entrepreneurs, and we're collaborating with more as we evolve. Farida.
Thank you, Sunita. My name is Farida Gibbs. I'm from a company called Gibbs Hybrid. Now, out of the 4 founding members, I'm the one that moans the most. So I'm the one that's on the supply side and the supplier side, and we collaborated because the three individuals that we worked with and spoke to were actually on a very similar journey, and it made sense for me to be able to share some of those supplier experiences. I've spent 25 years battling, trying to break down doors, trying to create a level playing field, whether you're an SME business or a diverse business. What does it actually mean? What does it really mean to be a diverse business? And you know, we all know that the trend tends to come from the US, where we all tend to sort of look at what is the US doing, but they are actually so far ahead in their journey with supplier diversity that in the UK, in reality, it actually doesn't, we're not just quite there yet. But I know that since post, obviously, from my experience, from the post the George Floyd scenario, unfortunately, that someone had to sort of lose their life in order to be a real wake-up call. And I started to notice more corporations knocking on the door saying, as part of our ESG journey, we really need to look at diversity in the supply chain. And that made absolute sense for SD UK, Supply Diversity UK, to collaborate and to bring along on that journey so many wonderful organisations that are now part of that council, where we are actually collaborating to become like a GSA, where corporations actually say, I'm on a supply diversity journey, what does SD UK have to say about this? So we're not looking to sort of compete with anyone, we're there to be a leverage where organisations can sound out all the brain power that we have experienced over the years to say what is the right thing to do, because from my perspective, D&I doesn't just sit in the workplace, it needs to also sit in the supply chain. So we came up with, you know, what does actually supplier diversity mean? And, you know, supplier diversity, also known as inclusive sourcing, you know, is essential, and it's a sourcing strategy focused on creating a more diverse and inclusive supplier ecosystem by removing barriers for qualified suppliers who are owned and controlled by individuals from an underrepresented community. So this particular topic fascinates me. I love it. I'm so happy that there are so many people here in this room right now that are interested in it. And without further ado, I think it's really important that we at least start with a case study. And I'd like to welcome Louise Harris from IBM.